Hey guys, welcome back to SWRUManga's weekly podcast series. This is episode 10, I believe.
Yay,
We've hit
double digits.
We've hit double digits, and as a result, London has hit double digits for the weather.
It's always double digits anyway.
I mean, it was pretty cold a little while ago.
I know, but it was below 20, but...
Yeah. You ruined my joke. Okay, well...
It wasn't a very good one. I will strike you down if you fail.
It's hot. That's what I'm trying to say. It's freaking hot. I can't handle it. I've always just lived in, like, this zone of, like, room temperature, basically. And anything colder than that, like 13 degrees Celsius or lower, I'm screwed. Or, like, 20 degrees or higher, I'm also screwed.
You're basically telling the world you're a hiki.
I am. I can't deal with nature, man.
Outside is overrated. I mean, I care for outside, but
yeah,
I don't want to be outside.
Yeah. It's so hot. Anyway, because it's so hot, we're gonna keep this podcast a little shorter. Plus, we also don't have like that much to talk about this week. It's been pretty busy, and we haven't really had time to sit down and really work on Flare Project. But we'll have a bit of a chat about some of the stuff we are going to be doing, some of the progress in other things this week. And yeah, maybe round off with talking a little bit about SWRU-chan's anime that she's watching nowadays. I mean, we did watch Boku no Hero before the podcast. Hero Academia. And we'll kind of talk about that a little bit.
Yes.
But aside from that, there's not really much interesting anime news, at least for us.
Yeah, nothing that was particularly interesting. Except they announced season 3 of Shingeki no Kyojin.
Yeah.
For 2018.
Yeah.
And everybody's just like, oh, is it actually going to be 2018 or is it going to be another 4 years? It's like...
I'm sure it won't be because it's a cash cow.
Yes.
So... Anyway, let's get into it. What have we been doing in terms of Flare Project this week? Well, from my side, I've been working hard on our SWRUManga.com website. It is almost ready. It's taken a while. Very cognizant of that, but it is looking like pretty decent. Let's see. So we have like a front page, and it's gonna have like the concept art gallery page, and I've also inbuilt like a little forum into it as well. I mean, not many people are probably gonna use it, but it's there. If you want to say hi or start a new topic, that's all.
Oh, speaking of, if there's gonna be a forum, shouldn't there also be like a sort of email option where you have like, oh, type in your name, type in your email, and then type in your message, and that comes to us?
Yeah, so
there should be like a contact us.
No, we got that. So yeah. Gotta contact us. And obviously, the website isn't the easiest way to contact us. You can just tweet us, man. Facebook and stuff. It's all good.
There's Twitter, there's Facebook, there's...
Our email, it's SWRUManga@gmail.com. Send us a direct email.
Yeah.
So there are better methods, but if you want to, then by all means. Kind of one of the biggest things that you can do to kind of help us is obviously test out the website, see if it works, if any bits are broken or anything. And then at the bottom of the screen of the front page, there is a sign me up for our newsletter. So, I mean, we don't actually have a plan to send out many newsletters at all, or at least definitely no, like, trash advertising.
No.
Even, like, a monthly newsletter might be too much for us to send out because we are, like, really busy. But there is an option on it where you can tick it and it says, like, only contact me for the Kickstarter. So if you're kind of interested in the project, but don't really want to hear about the news or the production of it, and you just want to, like, basically, like, when it's the Kickstarter, send me an email and I'll help you out, then yeah, you have the option to tick that, and then you'll be assigned a different attribute in the back end for us. Obviously, we'll keep your emails and contact details all pretty secure. I mean, we don't really have any nefarious things we want to do anyway. So yeah, that will help us a lot because it'll give us a count of how many kind of people we can bring with us to the Kickstarter party. And one aspect of Kickstarter, which I'm pretty sure I've covered before, is that when you kickstart something, you need to bring a significant chunk of the party yourself. So people who are ready to help out and donate and join the cause. So yeah, if you guys are interested, then by all means. Or just send us a message. I don't know. Just let us know you're out there and want to help. That's kind of like mainly my side this week. SWRUManga has done obviously the blog yesterday, which was pretty introspective, bit interesting. You get to find out what's going on in her brain a little bit. But not really much to talk about on the show.
Not really, no. Because I think that because of some work stresses, I was extremely busy with that stuff. So by the time I got home, my brain was just frazzled. I'd just be like, I want to sit down and not do anything. Really
good news for us actually is that she's actually like taking a break from work, I believe, for a week.
I have taken a week off because I need the sleep.
So yeah.
So during that time, I haven't exactly planned out what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, but we can talk about that. In fact, we can do it now on the podcast. I think maybe at least you have some free time to yourself to work on, to catch up on your like shows and dramas and anime and stuff. But we are also going to be reading some more manga. One we have on our list is Katachi, I believe.
Yes.
So, should we ruin the surprise? No,
it's okay. Just leave it. We'll talk about it later.
Well, it's coming up, but
it's coming up. But, ever since we saw the movie, I've wanted to read the manga
because frankly, I thought, my opinion, the movie was terrible. It was like sincerely bad, and I know it's won like awards for like best animation or whatever, but like I went into it feeling like, oh, it's gonna be really interesting in the sense that it's gonna focus on a deaf girl and like the trouble she's gonna go through and how she's gonna adapt to this new situation where she's getting bullied by this douche main dude, basically. As many spoilers, I guess, but like later on it becomes the fact that the main dude has bullied her, he then gets bullied and shunned, and then it's about his redemption arc of him finding friends and people who forgive him, and him not being lonely anymore. It takes a focus entirely off the deaf girl, and she just becomes like one of the posse, basically, one of the group that he recruits.
And the thing is, there's never a bit where was there a bit where he like sincerely apologizes to her?
He never apologized to her. He never says, I'm sorry for bullying you. He actually never says it.
Never, at no
point.
It's
really
and
strange.
The thing is, she never holds it against him either.
No, she's just like such a spineless character. She forgives everyone immediately. She doesn't have... It's just horrible. Sincerely terrible message.
I mean, I thought overall it was okay, but then another thing that stood out to me was near the beginning when when he first makes friends with the dude with the funny hair and stuff. Those moments were meant to be like touching and kind of supposed to make us feel, oh, he's finally got a friend who's actually with him. But people in the theater kept laughing.
Yeah, because what the movie did was that they focused on, look at this guy, he has stupid hair, look at the hair jiggle, and then it just ruins any semblance of like, oh, this is a sincere, emotional moment, because the audience was just like, ha 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 ha, oh my god, that's hilarious.
Like at that point, I was sincerely confused because I was like, listen to the music.
Yeah.
This is meant to be a touching moment. Look at the main guy's facial expression, but they kept laughing. I was like, why is the audience laughing?
So at least the viewing we went to, I felt like the audience was like, they wanted to love the movie so much that there was one defining occasion in the start of the movie, which just set the tone, where the deaf girl is trying to say something out in class, and because she's deaf, she's never been able to have like the proper enunciation for words. So when she speaks, it comes out as like garbled. It's garbled and very hard to listen to, and it's quite sad to hear. The moment is like sad. Everyone's kind of looking at her like, oh god, shocked. That's weird.
Yeah.
And they're shocked, and then
somebody in the audience.
And then 20 seconds later, the main character, the main male character, who's the douche, the bully, he's told to like, can you read out the next section of the book out in class? And he, in a mocking voice, mocks the way she speaks. The class laughs because they're children, they think it's funny. But the audience went fucking nuts. They thought it was so fucking funny. And I was sat there dumbfounded, like, are you guys actually laughing at a child mocking a deaf kid? Really?
And like, the thing is,
that's not a funny moment. You're not meant to empathize with the bully. You're not meant to go, that's hilarious. You're meant to go, oh my god, what a piece of shit child.
That's what the movie was aiming for.
And sympathize with, oh, that's a poor girl. And set the tone for like, okay, this is going to be a story of emotional trauma and hardship for the girl. Not like, haha, oh my god, that's so funny.
Yeah. And I'm sure that's not what the movie was going for.
It was not what it was going for.
Most definitely not.
That's why I say, like, I feel like the audience went into it just wanting, like, every moment we must laugh, we must cry, everything. And then it just became just like, no, it didn't feel like the audience was trying to enjoy the movie for what it was trying to present.
Because I think a lot of, like, majority of the audience probably already read the manga. So they probably went in going, okay, I'm going to like it.
I'm going to like it. It's going to be amazing.
And also because KyoAni was the animation studio behind it. And I don't know why there is, like, okay, I can understand why there is. But it's just that, just because it's KyoAni and KyoAni does amazing work does not mean that they're going to hit all the right notes every single time. But because KyoAni animated this series, I'm pretty sure some majority of the fans are like, oh, it's going to be great.
That's not when KyoAni is like the artist behind it, right? It depends who the director was. Was the director KyoAni? Or was the director someone else? Because it's the director and the writers and the script writers and how you frame the shots which create the emotions that you feel scene to scene. And they either did a shit job or the audience which visited was shit. Like, that was a shit audience for that movie.
Yeah.
Because, like, if you're doing a touching moment, don't focus the camera on someone's jiggling hair. Because that you're trying to say, like, oh, that's hilarious. You're meant to be laughing at this as the audience. You're sending mixed messages. So I felt like it was just a clusterfuck of, like, what are you actually trying to make us feel? And are you treating the kind of the material of a disability with respect? I mean, like, and it just didn't come off right, and the audience definitely didn't think it came off right. They thought it was fucking funny.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
So and everyone said like, oh, the manga's better. So we're gonna put it to the test and have a read of it. But
have a read of the manga.
If truly the focus is on the dude, just fuck the manga.
I don't mind if the focus is on him, because redemption arc is probably, if that's what they were going for. But my issue was
his arc is, his character is so, and his like turmoil and emotional like pain and stuff is so shit in comparison to the potential of going with like the life of a deaf girl.
I get that, but
he's just sad because people bullied him because he bullied the deaf girl.
Yes, but like his whole turmoil is that once he gets bullied, he begins to understand what he put her through, and that's where his guilt comes from.
Yeah, but like focusing that on him, he doesn't have like a disability. He just feels like this internal, just like, oh, I did something wrong. I'm sad. I shouldn't have done that, and the regret and the guilt. That's pretty easy to overcome. Whereas if you have a girl who's disabled...
And I would disagree with that, because...
And her hardships are like way more interesting and have not been done in anime.
That's true, but then you're putting the standard of always go for the new thing, not something that's been done before. Maybe the author didn't want to do that.
That's why I say the potential was there for them to explore something new, something interesting. But they didn't. They've gone with it's like, oh, a guy got bullied, and the deaf girl kind of doesn't matter. Because it could have... The girl could have been, say, had an arm missing. And then he made fun of her for the arm being missing. And then he got bullied. Like, the deafness doesn't matter. The girl doesn't matter. She's just a framing device for his arc to happen.
Yes.
Which is just like, you're using a disability. You're using a side character, basically, to... who's disabled for your main character, and it just feels scummy.
And because the way I saw it was...
It's like, if you say slightly change it and have him, the main male character, be a racist, and the deaf girl, was a black person, and he was racist to the black person, and then he got bullied for being racist. Suddenly, it feels like it's an abuse of the black guy. The black guy is just like, to be like, oh, we should feel bad for this racist who feels like bad about himself now. It's like, well, he shouldn't have been racist in the first place. Maybe we should explore the feelings of the black person who's had their feelings hurt. But no, in the story, the black person, the deaf girl, is just all forgiving. She's just a device for his character arc to begin, basically. It feels like an abuse of that premise.
I guess, but if we just take it for what the author intended it to be, which was to look at the redemption of this person who was shitty as a kid and then understood what he did wrong. Because the way I saw it was that he finally understood exactly what he did wrong as a child, and as a couple that would... He did.
Did he true? No, he never apologizes.
I know he never...
He never, pays back the family for, the shit he destroyed.
He doesn't. Let me just finish. He has... The reason... What happens is
I feel like that's, what the author wanted it to be, but it didn't work.
His guilt, coupled with the fact that he was being bullied by everyone, I think led to him developing social anxiety. That's why he has that whole sees crosses in everybody's faces, and he looks down all the time, doesn't look up.
Yeah.
So, which also is a form of disability, I would say. Not as bad as, of course, the main girl.
I would say not, because he gets over that instantly. The second someone talks to him, he's like, oh, well, this is weird. But then just gets over it. There's no, they kind of they say, oh, he's planning to kill himself. Like, they had him crossing out, a calendar. And he was going to kill himself. But then, that works. But it was so early in the movie that you didn't feel any regret. It was just he was a bully, then he was bullied, and then he's gonna kill himself. There was no time to absorb the fact he actually had a change of heart and regretted his actions. So that hit occurred far too early on in the story. If halfway through the movie, where he's tried to connect with people and he's failed and he keeps trying, but he just can't get over this anxiety, and then he tries to kill himself, that's a big hit. That is, you've built up to that moment. But instead of that, they had the girl try to kill herself instead.
I never got why she did.
She just tried to kill herself, and it never showed why she felt suicidal.
It didn't.
She never felt like...
She seemed fairly happy.
She was fairly happy. There was never any time where we went, oh my god, she feels like she's a huge burden on everyone.
No.
None of that.
None of that.
And then
was
instead
shown.
they just went, oh, she's gonna try and kill herself, and the main character's gonna come back to the house for a shit reason.
Yeah.
To like get more fireworks or whatever.
Yeah.
And then just like, oh, she's about to kill herself, and then we'll just make this dramatic. He'll catch her, obviously. We can't actually have her, kill herself. It's anime. We can't actually have a main character die to, have an emotional impact for anyone. Because, it's meant to be a feel-good, oh, we care about disability as well, guys.
Redemption. It's redemption, yes.
It's terrible.
I don't know. Maybe we'll think differently when we read the manga. I don't know.
Maybe, but I was like, I hated it. I was fucking trash. Like, horrible movie. Like, even in message, just like horrible.
What would you say the message was?
The message is like, don't try to like really apologize to the people you bullied. And if you did bully people and you feel sad about yourself, don't worry, you'll get over it in the end. People will come to you and forgive you, including the person you bullied. Even if you ripped her hearing aids out of her ear and made her bleed, it's alright. You'll be fine in the end. That's the story. Not like you should work towards redeeming yourself. You should work towards... You should... The focus isn't like...
The way he tried to redeem himself was try to be her friend again. And
yeah.
I'm just like, but apologize first.
Yeah.
Apologize first.
I hated it. I actually took like...
I did quite like the scenes with her little sister though. I thought those were quite good.
Barely remember her.
It's the girl with the short hair.
I know, but...
And the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are done quite well, I think. But, yeah, why...
I almost felt like the movie had, like, no redeeming, like, factors. Like, it
was pretty?
No, no redeeming factors in the sense that it was, like, teaching a shit message. And that it shouldn't even be aired for that. Because it's just teaching something which is wrong. It's, like, actually, like, horrible. Like, there's a game called Hatred, where the entire focus of it is, like, the fact that the main character you play as is a sadist, and you go around just hurting people. That's a game where even if it looks pretty, even if, like, the gameplay's fun or visceral, or gives people an outlet for, like, violent tendencies, it has no redeeming factors because it doesn't say anything. It doesn't say, like, sadism is a bad thing to do, or, like, you should try to overcome your sadism. The entire game was focused on, I'm gonna hurt people and I'm gonna feel good about it. Like, the message is terrible. That's what almost I feel about the movie. It's just like, this is shit, this is horrible, and people should not watch it. That's how I felt about it. I was like, it's terrible. I'd rather watch like a Transformers movie, because at least, even if it is just like mainstream garbage, the message it teaches is like of friendship, of teamwork against the greater evil. It's a message that's not new or anything, but it teaches the correct thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, massive tangents.
Wait, what were we even talking
Flare
about?
Project. And what you were gonna do with your holiday?
I don't know.
So obviously with your holiday, we're gonna work a bit more with Flare Project. You're gonna be brainstorming some ideas.
For the world building. Yes. So we need to figure out what does the world look like, what the climate is like.
So yeah, I feel like we need to kind of almost sketch out a map, almost, of like where the village is located, what's surrounding the village, where the monsters are gonna be like coming from, where they kind of walk around or scout around in,
where the villagers tend to forage.
Yeah, kind of how large the village is, how small it is, have the look of the huts or the houses, and then with that, kind of the look of the monsters, and the exact ways that they'll be fighting the monsters, because we do have all these ideas, but we kind of need to formalize it and document it, like put it into a document.
Crystallize it.
Like make it like 100% clear of exactly what the monsters are going to be doing, how they're going to be acting, how they attack, how they work as a group, if they work as a group, if they can fly, if they can't, or if they dig on the ground, etc., etc., etc. All the nitty-gritty stuff. Work out how the world looks, obviously. And along with that, kind of the art style, which will best suit it. And the uniforms of the characters.
And what the characters themselves look like.
Yeah.
And really, how detailed do we want the character designs to be? Are we going to go for a simple look, or like a fairly detailed look, or like a very detailed one, like Berserk?
Yeah. And we've received some advice along the way, which is really helpful. You know, you people know who you are. It's amazing.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much. Yeah, it's so if you've had any like real experience, definitely feel free to ping it over to us. We're really receptive to it. We'd love to hear more feedback. What else? Website, kind of your holiday.
Yeah. I'm thinking. I don't know if I'm actually gonna make it a blog thing or not.
Maybe.
But I'm thinking about like when the new season starts, I might like recap the anime episodes I watch, or like do a post on what I'm watching. Things like that.
I personally think it'll be like super useful if you do like character analyses of like good characters, or ones that you feel are charismatic or like interesting, or like interesting plots or ideas, and that will be great reference material for us as well. Plus it'll help us kind of understand how to make characters pop a bit more and stuff like that. So I think that'll be pretty cool for you to do as well. Yeah. And then we can blog about it, and people who don't watch the show can be like, oh my god, this character is like really well written and really interesting, and might be,
the show is cool and I should try it out. Things like that.
Because sometimes when being recommended stuff from other people, they're just like, it's so good, and I'm like, is it the characters that are good, or is the plot interesting, or are the twists interesting? And they're just like, no, it's just like really interesting and really cool, and I'm like, that doesn't tell me anything about it, like, or like the characters are really fun. I'm like, how is there like a straight man? Is it a comedy? Is it just like wacky people being silly? Or it like kind of the description of it fails to intrigue me sometimes. So it'll be really cool. And I feel like there might.
Sometimes he says.
And I feel like it'll be interesting for. I'm sure there's other people who might think of that like me. At least I hope so. I hope I'm not alone in this universe.
Probably not in the universe, but in your immediate vicinity, I'm not quite sure.
Maybe. I don't buy into shows if you just say it's good. Like, it's not good enough, really.
Yeah, but majority of the time, I think it's with anime, it's like you can't really decide whether you're going to like something or not until you watch like the first one or two.
No, episodes. But there's reasons why it's good. It's like, oh, the framing was really interesting, or like the camera angles were really interesting. Like with Bakemonogatari, it's like, oh my god, the camera angles and the cinematography and how they're really wacky with that is really strange and interesting. I'm like, okay, that's really unique. I'll definitely watch an episode of that, see what that's about. Does that work? Does that not work? Or, you know, stuff like that. But if people just say that it's really good, I'm like, there's 101 really good things I need to watch. Why is it good?
Yeah. I also think I have like 3 shows that have already finished that I might marathon and maybe make notes on. So that is because I hear about like, you know, how good they are all the time, and I think, okay, fine, let's give it a shot. And that is Hibike Euphonium.
Okay.
And apparently what makes that show good is the main 2 girls and their relationship.
Okay.
Second one is, this one has several seasons, so I don't know if I'm actually going to watch it or not, but JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
It's like wacky. That's why people love it.
And yeah.
I don't know if you should dedicate
I don't know, because people mention...
Sure, isn't like Bebop?
No, there have been like many reviewers who've mentioned how the characters are actually really well written and it's actually plotted quite well.
Okay.
So it's wacky and stuff, but it's not mindless, is what they're saying.
Okay.
And of course, Bebop.
Okay.
Bebop's on the list because it's a classic. I should probably just shut up and watch it already.
Yep.
And what was the third one? I can't remember now. What was it? I can't remember. I'll tell you when I remember.
Yeah.
But yes, I'm going to be giving those a try. Oh, there we go. Uchihoten Kazoku.
Okay.
So that one's a comedy, and it's funny. So.
Right. Okay.
I shall give that a try, as well.
I haven't really heard of the other ones, but like Bebop is like the quintessential kind of like study piece. Just like in cinematography, Citizen Kane is like something which is taught to all people learning cinematography because it did cinematography so well that it was basically the foundation of so many like cinema camera techniques, and it sounds like Cowboy Bebop is kind of like that for anime, where it has a lot of nuance, it has a lot of intrigue and interesting characters, and it creates a world where the characters feel alive, and it's really interesting.
I think people say the same thing about Steins Gate and Evangelion as well, though.
Yeah. So
I'm not sure I want to watch Evangelion because I don't know why, I can never get myself into mecha series. The closest I've ever gotten was Suisei no Gargantia.
No, you watched Full Metal Panic though, which is some mecha anime.
That wasn't really mecha though.
Fumofu was no mecha, but season 1 and season 2 of FMP were like, they did have mecha fights.
They did, but it wasn't like the focus really.
Yeah,
it's mostly just like there's school hijinks a lot with Sasuke being fish out of water, and although they did have like the military stuff,
he would always be pulled back into the fighting world, and they did have like major arcs of where they went to war and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. Like Suisei no Gargantia was like the closest I got, and then Full Metal Panic. But other than that, I can never really get into mech series. Just can't do it.
Yeah.
Because I dropped, what was it called? Heavy Object. Now, granted, I dropped it because it just did really shitty fan service while it was trying to be serious. But that too was a mech series, and I wasn't really that into it. So, me.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely give those a go. What else?
Are you going to try any?
I still got work.
Hey, I got work too.
The point is you have a week break for you to start on it.
That's why I'm marathoning, yes.
That's the whole reason why you're talking about this right now. I'm still working.
Alright, fine.
You gotta work on flare projects.
Okay,
That's my focus.
Fine.
Yeah.
Let's see. There haven't been any news really.
No.
Just been busy.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. Like.
What did you think of the latest Boku no Hero? Boku no Hero Academia.
I'm sure people hate me already.
I'm sure they do.
But like,
yes.
it's not. This arc is not compelling. Straight up.
I asked somebody and they said that this arc is literally just set up for the next one. So I'm just like, oh, okay.
Shorten it because it's not interesting. The fights don't mean anything. If you've seen it, Bakugo won in the end because Fire Iceman was too much a little bitch to like grow up a bit. And just like... Yeah.
I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, right. My main gripe with the show at the moment
Actually, just before you get onto that.
Yeah.
And then in the episode, like, previously, Glasses, Megane-kun's brother gets, defeated by a villain. He's lying in a pool of his own blood with, like, he's like knocked out and dying, and it's like, oh my god, and they call up Glass's character, and it's like, he's been gotten, he's been defeated by a villain, he didn't make it. And I was like, oh my god.
Nobody said he didn't make it though.
I think they said something about like...
They didn't.
They certainly didn't say he's fine and alive.
No.
They definitely put it in a way which made it
seem like
it seem like the dude was dead.
Yes.
They definitely didn't say like, don't worry, he's okay.
Like the villain who like gets him is called, what was it, Hero Killer?
The Hero Killer! He's been got by the Hero Killer.
And then
this episode, he journeys, gets to the hospital. The brother's just like, he's just like very injured and lying there.
He's
like,
in critical condition.
Critical condition, meaning he'll be fine, but we can make his condition worsen if we need to add drama to the story. It's just like miscellaneously injured. I hate that in movies. I hate that in media where you have a character and it's just like, or like the mysterious cough disease, where it's just like, I'm an important side character to the main character story. I'm the father figure. I don't know how long I have left. And then, the main character's going through some hardship. We don't know if the main character's gonna make it back to the father. The father's dying a bit more now. But he makes it for the main character to get back to him with the medicine. Happily ever after. That shit. Just like, commit to killing a character, damn it.
I forgot what I was gonna say now.
Sorry. I totally cut you off.
Yes, you did.
I'm so frustrated with anime.
You are not forgiven.
When it's just like, oh my god, did they have to, don't call the villain a hero killer. The hero killer. Call him the hero beat-upperer. The hero injurer. For fuck's sake.
No, wasn't it hilarious how he has the power to like run super fast, but then he took the train.
He took the train.
Like, just use your legs.
Anyway.
Oh, I remember now. My main gripe with the show at the moment. The cast is actually a pretty even spread of female and male students in the classroom. But in the class. I'm talking about the class.
Yeah.
In the hero class, you have a pretty even spread of girls and boys.
Yeah.
In the final four...
In the main cast.
In the main cast, you have one girl.
Yeah.
And that is Uraraka.
Yeah.
And she, like, it gets no development. Like, you find out that she's trying to become a hero to make money for her parents. And then that goes nowhere.
Yeah.
And then the entirety of the show, you're focused on Bakugo, Todoroki, and Deku.
Yeah.
That's it. Also, Tokoyami, right? First season, the guy barely has any like screen time whatsoever.
Didn't even think he'd become a main character.
And then this season,
he's a fucking main character now.
He's suddenly a main character
with
now.
A fleshed out backstory, his parents and all that shit, and like, half his face is burnt.
That's Todoroki, not Tokoyami.
Oh, sorry. Karas man. Sorry. Karas. Karas man.
Oh god.
He's more of a main character now than the girl.
Than Uraraka. Because, we know more about his quirk than we do about Uraraka. Like, Uraraka, what's the limit on her thing? Like, I know if she uses it too much, she gets sick, but how much is too much? And exactly how heavy of a burden can she lift? And, like, what's the physical effects on her shit? But we know more about Karas Man than we know about Uraraka.
Yeah, literally, we don't know, because she threw a baseball literally infinity miles away. It went out of the atmosphere. And then now she's just like kind of shit. He's not really around.
And like, the girl with like the side ponytail who can make...
the god girl?
Yeah. So
Suzumiya Haruhi?
No, please, do not compare somebody as mellowed out as her to Haruhi. Please. Okay. Sorry, do not compare somebody as mellowed out as her to God Bitch.
Yeah.
Just don't.
Okay, she's God Girl.
Leave God Bitch
she's
out.
The Green Lantern, actually.
Huh?
So the Green Lantern, because Sawyer-chan doesn't really follow like Marvel or DC that much. Mm-hmm. The Green Lantern, he has a ring.
I know he has that. Yeah.
Where he can create anything out of his will, out of his mind that he can imagine. He can create it using the ring.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's basically God.
Yeah, like this character is. She can create anything out of her mind and make it appear and use it.
She doesn't even need a ring.
She doesn't need a ring. She's basically the Green Lantern.
Okay.
In that sense. Power-wise.
Okay.
She just has this whole... I can't concentrate.
Oh my god. See, that fight annoyed me so much. Like, she's a character who's able to create anything she wants and make it appear. She got into the hero class through a recommendation.
Yeah.
She didn't have to go... maybe she did have to go through exams. I don't remember. But she was recommended.
She was headhunted, basically.
Into that class. Yeah. And so she's meant to be, like, some amazing, like...
high aptitude
character, but she gets defeated by Tokoyami in like under 30 seconds because she can't concentrate because he keeps attacking. Oh no, can't make it. And the thing is, she materialized the shield just fine, even though she was being attacked, but she couldn't materialize the fucking weapon.
I mean, I don't think it takes that much concentration to create a wall. It's like... brick! Square shape! Boom! Done! I've created 4 walls for the 4 sides of the square of the battle arena so she can't physically be pushed out. Walls! Or, a glass shield or like windshield or...
I don't.
anything.
Nobody... No. And then... and the thing is, in the first season, Frog Girl?
Yeah.
She got a lot of screen time near the end, and through the screen time that she gets near the end, we find out that she's quite resourceful, she knows what her limits are, and she knows how to use her powers cleverly.
She's quite sly as well, she knows her powers well, she uses it to her advantage.
Exactly. And they just did, she got like
she's
zero...
gone now.
She's gone.
She
got 0 screen time this season.
In the crowd. She's no fights regarding her. Invisible Girl has had no screen time.
She did.
Not just because she's invisible, but like...
She did her usual I am invisible gag, as she did in the first season.
Did she even have a fight?
She had no.
No, she didn't have a fight.
She didn't have a fight.
Piece of shit blobby hair character who uses his hair as blobs of stickiness didn't have a fight.
No, he was still there to be pervy and annoying.
Be a piece of shit. He's like... he's actually like the worst piece of shit character ever. Like,
they actually played a gag about how he stuck himself to God Girl's back and got through the race.
Yeah.
And just...
he's like actual piece of shit, and it doesn't seem like they're gonna make him go through an arc where he becomes a less piece of shit.
He's not a main.
He's not a main.
He's there as a gag.
So they literally have just a massive asshole piece of shit.
Invisible Girl is also just a gag.
Just a gag,
yeah. I'm thinking Ida is probably gonna get a bit of an arc. I'm guessing now that his brother's been whatever and...
Not killed.
Yeah. But Yeah. He's like, given how much he like cares about his brother, like looks up to him, so...
yeah.
There's probably gonna be some kind of arc there now. But the main focus is now completely on male characters.
Yep.
Like, maybe they'll come back to Uraraka, but literally she's going to be the only one.
I told you from the start of the show that she comes off as a Sakura-chan character.
She does.
Like, from the beginning of the show, I said, like, she feels like... I just called her Sakura. Because I was like, she's just going to be the side piece, basically. She's not going to really get a focus. Because I can't trust anime with... having real female characters be like part of the main cast. Anime's done...
but not anime in general, but shonen, yes.
Yeah.
Shonen anime, yes.
To have like a female character who just is a good character and also a female.
Yeah, not just...
But like a good character first of all. Anime's done nothing to earn that trust or belief from me.
Not the shonen genre anyway.
I mean, like, what's a great female character? Saber, I guess. But even then, she's been used for plenty of fan service. Like
not in the anime itself.
Red Saber does appear.
Not in the anime
where
itself.
She does have a massive, see-through slit, and you can it's permanent panty shot town.
Yeah, but that's not part of the actual show.
It's not part of the main show.
Yeah.
But it's certainly in Carnival Phantasm, which...
I would bring it down to like the main story arc. Like, because spin-off side things that they decide to do with whatever characters, I don't give a shit about. If your main story is okay, I'm okay.
The thing is, the fact that the creators of, like, Saber and such were like, okay, you can do that with our character. You can make her a piece of fan service for your show, shows that they don't actually believe in, just keeping her as a strong, like, going like, oh, I don't think that Saber's character would be okay with wearing that. They just went, yeah, screw it. It's not part of the main series, so fuck it. Let's put her, like, a red version of her and just have massive slits and just, like, show off her panties.
Okay, on principle, I agree with you. But then, on the other hand, there is also the fact that, they need to make their money.
I know it's about the money, but it just shows that... And they need to
sell their products and stuff, and they need to promote that. So, which I think, therefore,
But you don't see that with male characters. You don't see male characters being made into, like, pure fan service on a spin-off.
You do.
Do you have a Shiro?
Not from like shonen anime, but from like other anime.
You have other anime like Free and such, which are just like, this show is just fan service. That's fine. But if you have a serious male character, you so rarely see that as just like in a sideshow, just like bam, we're gonna make them fan service.
They did that with SAO and Kirito.
Did they?
Yes.
Well, people say it's a piece of shit for a reason. That's not a good thing.
True.
You don't do that with like real. You don't do you're doing your characters a disservice.
Did that with JoJo, but JoJo's wacky. Anyway.
JoJo's wacky.
Yeah. Kenshin? No, they didn't do that with Kenshin.
It's like for some reason like you don't do that with like Edward from Full Metal Alchemist, or like really key culturally like important male shonen characters. They don't do that with them because it's like, oh, they're too cool for that. Mm-hmm. But females, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Saber also has like those boob mouse pads.
Boob mouse pads. There's obviously a shit ton of figurines where she's in like bikinis and shit.
Yeah.
It's just the whole industry that's fucked. And it's like you can't... It means like creators can't be allowed almost to treat their characters with an ounce of respect.
I forget who it was, but somebody mentioned that nobody in the anime industry has the business knowledge to make it work as a business model. So I'm just kind of wondering then how... Like, what business model could it use? I'm sure there are options. I just don't know any because I don't understand business.
Yeah.
But... surely, like, by now, someone should try and step in, or, like, I'm pretty sure it will be someone who doesn't really understand anime, but if they work together with somebody who does understand anime, they could put their, like, knowledge together.
I don't think any companies just want to do that. There's better revenue making streams, doing, like, in other business. I know anime's huge, but the actual revenue turnover isn't like say, software chips or like hardware chips or like laptop parts or like graphics cards.
Okay, then you probably might not know this. I definitely don't. It's like how do dramas make their money? Because they don't sell anything other than like their DVDs. They don't have merchandise.
Yeah, they do. T-shirts.
What, dramas?
Yeah, of course they have T-shirts.
I've never seen any, like, advertised for any.
I mean, just look at...
Oh, no, that's, like, this side. I'm talking about Eastern dramas. I've never seen any, like, even online.
I mean, like, you don't live in the country.
Yeah.
It's just normal merchandise that people will wear around.
Are there, like, if anybody from the East does listen to this podcast, are there any...
Of course, so you have T-shirts for, like, Breaking Bad or, like, any TV show. Of course they're gonna have, like, T-shirts and merchandise.
Because one thing...
Or badges.
Because what I always thought that
it's not some pure industry, which is just like, it's just about the show.
No. But I just want to know how. Because what I thought is that they have sponsors, and their sponsor deal is that they need to show the product in the show.
It's also airing on TV. Therefore, you get the advertising from commercials.
Yes.
That's how TV shows make money. With adverts.
But then anime gets aired on TV over there too, though.
Yes, that's one revenue stream for them. Dramas also get that revenue stream.
Yes. I don't get it.
So that is a revenue stream, and there's bound to be merchandise. Mm-hmm. And there's bound to be, like, signed DVDs or, like, special first edition DVDs or, you know.
Yeah. Probably are posters and stuff as
Obviously,
well.
there's posters and stuff.
Yeah.
And there might be figurines, probably.
I don't think there are figurines for.
Probably of the actors.
Probably
in their costumes.
Maybe.
So you know.
Yeah, I don't know, but it does make you sad.
It's just broken, and no company's really stepped up to fix it because there's probably not that much money to be made. It's probably more money in TV or like, I don't know, software like visual novels or games or whatever.
Games and stuff. Maybe.
Yeah.
So what were we talking about again?
Yeah. What were we talking about?
I just asked you how you felt about the new Boku no Hero Academia episode, and then we just went down this rabbit hole.
Yeah. I kind of hate the series because people love it so much. It's just like, it's really not breaking any new ground that Naruto hasn't done. It's like...
Naruto hasn't done better, you mean?
Exactly.
First season.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not first, it's the series. I'm not talking about Shippuden.
Yeah.
Shippuden I just kind of gave up on.
I watched a lot of it. It was all pretty
filler.
much... There was a lot of filler, but that's the same with like the first version or whatever.
The first series? Really? Did it have filler?
They always have filler.
I thought it followed the...
no, there's filler everywhere.
Okay. Well, maybe one day I will just like figure out which episodes were filler episodes and skip them and watch.
You can just Google it. I'm sure that someone's made a list of like...
Yeah, I know. This is why I said I'll find out by Googling it and then do that.
Yeah. I don't know.
Are you ever going to do that?
I watched pretty much all of it.
What, Naruto?
Yeah, I
really?
watched like over 200 or 300 episodes of it.
I mean, didn't it have like 500 or something total though?
Yeah, I've watched most of it. When Sasuke becomes super strong and Naruto becomes super strong and they fight.
I mean, they all become super strong because it's a matter of leveling up.
Yeah. I'm done. I'm not gonna go back to Naruto. I'm past the time of enjoying just like basic shonen.
But what if you were to like rewatch the Chunin exams now? Would you not enjoy it?
It's like asking, would you enjoy watching like a Hollywood blockbuster fight scene? I mean, like, yeah, give me some popcorn, I'll kill my brain cells for a couple of minutes. Sure, why not? But it's not like... Yeah, it's okay. It's fine. It's good. Yeah.
I'm so tired.
Yeah.
I'm melting.
It's the heat.
I am melting in my seat right now.
Was there anything else we wanted to cover anyway?
No.
Did you want to talk about Attack on Titan season 3?
I mean, it's been announced for 2018. That's about it. I haven't seen the finale for season 2 yet, though, so So wait, basically what happened throughout the season? Let's just chronicle it. Over 12 episodes, we found out that Ymir, what's his name? Berthold and Reiner are actually Titans.
Yeah.
Reiner and Berthold told Eren that they're Titans, and then they kidnapped him. And then the military corps chased after them to try and save Eren.
Yeah.
Those are the major plot points.
Is that it? Oh my god!
Oh no, we find out that Blondie, Krista, is related to some family that knows the secret of the Titans.
Yeah.
And some other people die.
Oh my god, in the manga that was like over pretty quickly.
Yeah, so over... Well, actually, then again, I don't know what happens in episode 12, but not much more, surely, in the span of 20 minutes. Given the snail's pace this was going at. In terms of, like, actual plot progression, that's it.
It's been a while, but I feel like in the manga that was only like 3-4 chapters or something.
Was it? Wow.
It was, yeah. It was definitely not like 12 weeks of material.
And just... Like, it's not even following the rule of, like... If we say that you're gonna have 12 episodes, and you're going to have to make one significant plot progressing step. It didn't even follow that. It followed the steps. It followed the step of we're going to reveal one new thing per episode instead. That was the thing. We found out one new thing per episode.
And was the new thing big or not? Or
I mean, it was displayed as like first episode. What was first episode? I don't even remember. I don't remember.
That's the thing. When you say like something new, it can be something that's like tangential, just like, oh, the Titans are allergic to mice. That's something new, but that's like nothing of interest, nothing of importance.
Yeah.
So when you say something new per episode, I do need to ask like.
I know, that's what I mean.
Yeah, how
like,
big?
It was. That's what I mean. Like, if it was new and big, that would still be plot progression.
Okay.
But it wasn't. So I don't think it was.
So it was new but shit.
Yeah.
And small.
It was like one episode. What was it? We find out Krista's related to something, and then find out Ymir is a Titan, and then find out. What was it? Oh, there are Titans inside the wall, but there's no hole in the wall. And then it was Berthold and Reiner. And then it was the fight between Berthold and... Not Berthold, sorry. Reiner and Eren. And then it was some kind of thing of like, oh, what happened whilst for them to be Titans and what they're planning now. And I'm just like, it's just shit.
Okay.
Yeah. What I am planning on doing is waiting for the manga to finish and then marathon read it.
Okay.
Because I did start reading it after season 1 finished, but then I caught up and it's like a monthly release and he only releases like one chapter, so I was like, nah.
When did you read it?
After the first season finished.
When was the first season?
First season was 2013.
Okay.
Why?
Because I'm now wondering when I read it, because when I read it, it had progressed far further than even where season 2 is at now. It's gone way past that.
Yeah, I know that.
So I'm wondering, like, when you read it versus when I read it.
Oh, I read it...
and I don't remember, so...
So when I read it, the latest chapter that I got to was where the episode 10 of season 2 got to, where like Erwin gets his arm bitten off.
Okay.
That was the chapter of manga that I got to, and then it was thingy caught up with the release, so I was like, forget this.
Okay.
And decided to wait for it to finish before I read it.
Yeah.
All together.
Okay.
I can't do the wait thing with manga like I can with anime.
Yeah.
Because at least with like anime, I know it's gonna be a new thing every week, and I know when it's gonna finish. But with like manga, there's no guarantee of when that's finishing. And yeah.
Yeah. I know. I'm not really interested. I'm kind of disenfranchised with Attack on Titan. It's okay. After reading the manga and the kind of path it went down with some kind of if you've read it, you'll know what I mean, but some kind of monkey business. When it did that, I was like, I'm out.
God stuff came in. I was just like, I cannot. Yeah.
Yeah. What else is there to cover, really? I feel like
we've exhausted all our options today.
I feel like it's just like, head down, let's do some more work on Flairbrush, really. There's not much else to talk about.
Get stuff done, post new blog and stuff.
Oh, actually, if you guys have anything interesting that you want to read about in blog form or our opinions about in a blog format, then do let us know, because we're kind of
running out of
ideas to talk about in our blog. And, you know, if there's actually stuff that's relevant or interesting or something about the creative process that we've gone through that you want to talk about, then yeah, definitely we can provide a bit of discussion about it, a bit of talk about it, a little bit of insight.
I mean, who doesn't like talking about themselves?
Yeah. So yeah, I feel like I don't really have much else to cover.
Then I guess it's time to sign out then.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us for another podcast. If you have lasted this long.
Yeah, we've actually picked up a couple more viewers, which is quite nice.
Yay.
If you enjoy our
Banzai.
if you enjoy us just talking about shit, tell your friends.
Or, you know, SWRUManga yelling about shit.
Yes, spread the love. And yeah, we are active on Twitter. And
somewhat. I try to be.
Yeah, and you know, chat. We're open to whatever. Yeah.
Clearly, we are in.
I'm dying. Anyway.
So sluggish. I don't know what to do. My brain is melting.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for joining us. We will be back next week, hopefully. And yeah.
For now, it is bye bye from SWRUManga.
See ya.